Hello and welcome. Come on in, make yourself comfortable. I am back again for the second time today, if you can believe it. I nipped out, I did some stuff that I had to do. I have a few more things that I could get done, but I was pretty eager to unpack the draft that we did earlier and just get some more Dustmorn drafts under the belt. So let's jump straight to that. First thing I want to do for this stream is, man, we got to unpack what went wrong in our last 4 drafts. So I'm going to start by running through some trophy decks at high rank and going through the draft and the deck, and maybe I am going to try and learn a thing or two about drafting Duskmourn by looking at what the what other players are doing. So let's have a look at, not many people are in Mythic right now because it's the very start of the season, but let's look at this clear grinder in Mythic 1. And let's just go pick by pick, unpack what they did, see if we can get into their brains. So they first picked a Ghost Vacuum. I would not first pick this card, I don't think. At least I'm not very high on it. Let's not look at their pick. Let's look at their previous pick. Yeah, let's do it this way. So looking at this pack, I'm seeing Orphans is a pretty good card. Paranormal Analyst is very good. Killer Mask is okay. Altanak is okay. There's a Dragonfire in the pack and a Monstrous Emergence. I think your options for first pick are Dragonfire and Analyst or Orphans. I think I would probably take Paranormal Analyst. I think that Ghost Vacuum is not that good. I guess it's free, effectively, in any deck. You can play it in any deck, so maybe you can take it because it's just fine in any deck. And at the very worst, it's going to be 6 mana tap, make like 2 or 3 1/1s, right? Flying 1/1s. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can just take it. And I guess there's not much that's super exciting in this pack. So I can see taking it. I can see why they did. Here in this pack, so Lionheart Glimmer is interesting. Norrin is interesting. Brood Spinner is interesting, but it might be a bit too early to go down that route. Clobbering and Trapped in the Screen are good too. Those are your potential picks. If I took the Analyst here, which I think probably I would have picked, I'd be pretty happy to follow it up with a Clobbering. There's a Moldering Gym as well. There's not really any good blue in the pack. Following a Ghost Vacuum, I mean, like, the Delirium stuff is kind of a non-combo with Ghost Vacuum. Maybe you take Trapped in the Screen, or like Lionheart Glimmer is good. Probably, maybe slightly better than Trapped in the Screen. Although I'm not really sure. Trapped in the Screen is really good. So if I had the Ghost Vacuum here, you're okay with doing the Manifest stuff. You're okay with doing, like, this is ultimately like a Reanimator card. That's where it's best, but it's playable in any deck. I might take the Trapped in the Screen here. If I took the Paranormal Analyst, I would probably take the Clobbering. I could see taking the Clobbering as well. So let's see what this player took. They took the Trapped in the Screen. That's good to know. That's good to know. Okay, and in this spot, following these picks, I think you definitely just slam this Inquisitive Glimmer. It makes your Trapped in the Screen cheaper. It's just a really good card, and you're kind of in the right colors. I don't think there's anything else to it, to be honest. I think Glimmer Burst is okay. If I had the Paranormal Analyst, I might take Say Its Name. If I took Analyst and then Clobbering, I think you definitely take the Glimmer here, though. Yep, that's what they did. Now there's Orphans of the Wheat, which is more of an aggressive card. There's Seized by Slumber, which is good in a defensive deck, and I do think that Blue-White Enchantments is kind of a tempo-y, but not super aggressive deck. There's Insane, I do think Meat Hook Massacre is good. Seeing that pick 4, seeing a live or die pick 4, I'd probably slip into black here and go, I would take the Meat Hook Massacre or maybe live or die and look to build Black-White Reanimator. I certainly wouldn't take Orphans of the Wheat. So I think, I might take Seized from Slumber if I wanted to stay in this lane. I would take probably the Meat Hook. Yeah, I would take the Meat Hook if I wanted to go into Black-White Reanimator. I think taking Terramorphic Expanse there is insane. Can't be right. That can't be right. I mean, I guess it keeps you open. I guess if you're really freaked out by what you're seeing, you take Expanse and then you're just open. Now, if you're doing blue-white, Cult Healer is good. Tunnel Surveyor is good. I think Tunnel Surveyor is probably a little bit better. The Room is pretty mid. Infection is okay. I would take the Infection following a Meat Hook Massacre for sure. And I would feel much better. Yeah, so I think I would have taken Tunnel Surveyor if I were, staying on this lane. But I feel like, I don't know. I don't think it's what I would have done. Now we're seeing Unsettling Twins. And I think that it's a pretty solid black-white start. Maybe you even take Cynical Loner here, but I've not been super impressed with this card. I don't think it's very good. If you're staying on blue-white, you could take the land here, but you probably take the Glimmerlight. Yeah, I think Glimmerlight was the best pick there. But now, again, if we were doing Reanimator, you take a Miasma Demon here. I think that this player missed out on a potentially really good Reanimator deck, but they did Trophy, so that's the thing. We're here to learn. So they just seem to be going straight down, they seem to be doubling down on blue-white enchantments. So I think I would take Unsettling Twins here. Twist Reality is okay, but Twins is, I think, just the better card. And again, here, if I think that the Reanimator deck is better. The black-white Reanimator is far superior. I wouldn't be mad at all if I'd have gone into that. But I guess you just take Don't Make a Sound here. Nothing else is that exciting. No, you take Living Phone. Living Phone is better than Don't Make a Sound. They took Spine Seeker Centipede. That's insane to me. There's no other green in the pack. There's not been any good green for a while. There's nothing pulling you into green. I think taking Spine Seeker there is a bit deluded. But maybe I'm just underrating this card. Maybe it's... We're here to learn. We're here to learn. We're here to learn, not criticize. Yeah, okay, all right. We're here to learn, not hate. Still, we might hate a little bit. So with these picks, so if I've done the Reanimator thing, I would take the GOAT here. And again, I think that the black-white Reanimator deck that this player could have had is much better than the deck that they've got. But given what they've got, I guess you're pretty happy to just take Fear of Surveillance. Yeah. And then here, they have no picks. They probably take the Frantic Strength because they seem to be pulled into green for some insane reason. But I would probably, in black-white, be taking Spectral Snatcher here. They took Spectral Snatcher. So the green pick were really they just really rate the Spineseeker Centipede very high, and there's nothing else to it. You probably take in enchantments. I don't know. I guess you take Bear Trap. Yeah, maybe Bear Trap is the best card here. I think they just rare drafted this leyline, right? Like, this does not do anything useful in limited. Again, in Reanimator, I'd probably take the Rat. And then I guess I would be... I know, in the Reanimator deck, you still take Cult Healer. So that's kind of free. They get the free land. That's nice. Oh, do you know what? I've not even seen this room. Mirror Room. When you unlock this door, create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it's a reflection in addition to its other creature types. That's for 3 mana. That's good. And then 7 mana, if a triggered ability of a permanent you control triggers, that ability triggers a second time. So, shit. So that doubles Trapped in the Screen. That doubles the Fear of Surveillance trigger, the Glimmer Light entering trigger. That puts... I mean, it doesn't really do anything. Yeah, it doubles Tunnel Surveyor, it doubles Unsettling Twins. I mean, that's an insane card. They made the right call, I guess, staying in blue. But I think even if I were playing a black-white deck, I would just splash this card. 100% I would play Esper. Other cards that are notable, Unable to Scream is what they want. Fear of Immobility, Glimmer Burst, Unwilling Vessel probably is the pick if there wasn't this crazy mythic in the pack. So absolutely you wheel that. And then you'd be following this up with a Fear of Abduction in either deck. And I think that's kind of just a slam dunk. Yeah, so they're getting a lot of good stuff here. But yeah, I mean, just opening this bomb made the staying in blue worth it. But I still don't, I can't really believe that it was the right choice to stay in blue the way that last pack went. Still, I was proven wrong. And I'm not going to forget that. So here, you take Grand Entryway in this blue-white enchantments deck. You take Grand Entryway. Probably in the black-white Reanimator deck, you take that also, to be honest. Yeah, Grand Entryway definitely is the right pick. And then here, like, you just slam a Meat Locker. And you're very happy to see it. In the Reanimator deck, maybe another Twins. It could be Fear of Lost Teeth. But yeah, definitely. Oh, they took the rare with no other red. So this is just 5 mana, draw a card at the end step. I think the disciplined play is to take the Meat Locker here. If I were splashing, like if I were playing black, white and splashing for the Mirror Room, I would take Fear of Infinity here. I'd also be happy to take Seize from Slumber. I think this opponent probably takes the Clammy Prowler. Oh, no, they take the Seize. No, that's right. That is right. Here, they're probably, I think Glimmer Burst is the pick. It just synergizes with the rest of the deck, and it gives you... I don't think Erratic Apparition is that good. And I think you have better 3-drops already. So Shepherding Spirits is very good. But you've got a more top end. So I think I'd take the Glimmer Burst. Yep, they did. Here, so they've got the Room, which is decent. They could take the land to splash for the Roaring Furnace. But I would probably take a second Fear of Surveillance if I were them. They took the land. I can see that since they took this Roaring Furnace, but I would never have taken this. Not in the spot that we were in. Now, I mean, I guess they have the Terramorphic Expanse. Like, they can, but I don't think I would have taken this. Maybe that's wrong. Well, clearly it is wrong. If I were them, I'm probably taking Clammy Prowler here. I think you've got a Trapped in the Screen, a Fear of Abduction, a Seize from Slumber. You don't need bad removal spell. They took a second Terramorphic Expanse. I can see that with the amount of like weird choices they have made. Getting Unwilling Vessel back here is so good. So their deck is really open. They definitely did make the right call. I just don't think it's the call I would have made, and I don't think that I would be wrong to stick by that decision. You take Get Out here. It's not all that. I guess it's pretty good if you like with Mirror Room. But yeah, definitely you take Get Out here. And now you take Smoky Lounge. No way. No way. There's no fucking way that you take Enter the Enigma. Wait, what do they take? Vanish from Sight. There's no way you take Vanish from Sight here instead of Smoky Lounge if you're playing the Roaring Furnace. There's no way. It's like, I mean, especially since they happen to get one the next pick. But there's no way that you take Vanish from Sight there. Is there? I have a really hard time accepting that. But we're learning. We're learning. We're learning. Because if they'd have taken the Lounge, they would have gone Smoky Lounge into Vanish from Sight into Bedhead Beastie, and that's 3 picks you're very happy with, right? Oh man. Yeah, no shot. Like that can't be right. Here you take Inquisitive Glimmer, and then like your Rooms deck is sick. Like your Jeskai Rooms deck is sick. You could also take Stay Hidden, Stay Silent, but they have a little bit of removal. Like they're not desperate for removal. Yeah, they take the Glimmer, and then they get another Roaring Furnace. Yeah, like if I can't believe they didn't take that Smoky Lounge. You like Fear of Falling, you like Trapped in the Screen, but I think you take Roaring Furnace here if you pick the. I can't believe they didn't take it. I don't understand. I do not understand taking the first one and not taking the second one. I do think if it weren't for the Furnace and if it weren't for the fact that they picked the first one, then I would say Trapped in the Screen is the best card in this pack. Especially with this, with Fractured Realm. If you ever do that, it's expensive, so I don't know if you ever really make that happen, but this is not what I would have done, man. There's a third Trapped in the Screen, so I think you probably just take that. You don't need Veteran Survivor, not when you've got this Ghost Vacuum. So you take Trapped in the Screen, and you wish that you were taking the Room. Absurd. This can't be right. Magic players are insane, dude. I know that this person is in Mythic so early in the format, but I can't. I mean, they trophied though, so I have to eat my words. They won. They trophied with this deck. Now we don't actually know what the games were like, but regardless, you probably, I think you just take the Apparition here. You fill out your curve, and it's okay. Or you take the land. The land doesn't really help them here. No. I don't think Orphans of the Wheat is really doing its best in this deck, so I probably just take the Apparition. I took the Friendly Ghost. I don't really buy that. Like, you're not doing enough survival stuff for that to really be good. And now you take Fear of Imposters, and you're pretty happy to see that. And you get Grand Entryway, you get Tunnel Surveyor here. So, look, the deck is good, but I think they made some really strange choices. And I need to accept that I'm probably in the wrong. Whew. Okay, well, look. I have one Grand Entryway. I would take the second. Tunnel Surveyor is great, but I think Grand Entryway is probably the pick, yeah. And then here, they probably just take the Vanish from Sight. I don't think it's the go. Yep. They pick up their second Vanish from Sight. You get Fear of Failed Tests here. That's pretty sick. There's a Fear of Immobility as well, but I quite like Fear of Failed Tests. I think that's what I would take in this deck. I think that's what I would take. Fear of Immobility might actually be better, but I find the 2/7 pretty sick. I don't think you want second Glimmer Burst, so it's between these two. It's kind of a tough pick. Kind of a tough pick. But I would take the Fear of Failed Test. They took the Glimmer Burst? Man, I'm so fucked up. I can't. That can't be right. Is that right? Is that correct? You take the Glimmer Burst here? Not a chance would I take the Glimmer Burst here. Am I underrating Glimmer Burst that much? That it's better than frickin' Berg Strider or whatever, and it's better than the 2/7 that draws you cards? Unreal. I have a lot to learn, huh? Okay. Alright. So here, I think you take Seize from Slumber. We're not a super aggressive deck, so Seize from Slumber is exactly the kind of thing we want. We've got 3 trapped in the screen and a couple of other removal spells. So you could take Spirits here, but you've got a lot of top end. But I would just take Seize. Now they take the Apparition. I don't think I would have done that here. I would have definitely. So in the last 2 picks, they took Glimmer Burst and Apparition. I think they could have had Fear of Failed Tests or Fear of Immobility, pretty close there, and a Seize from Slumber, and I would be much happier to see that. They just take Vanish from Sight here, you probably don't play it. They just put Disturbing Mirth in the sideboard, fair enough. And then these are all sideboard cards that you don't play. So the deck that they ended up putting together was this. So they are splashing for the 1 Roaring Furnace. They have 2 Terramorphic Expanse, 1 Mountain, and 1 Blue-Red Source. So they have their 4 sources. That's fair enough. They've got double Inquisitive Glimmer, and I just can't believe that they didn't pick up more rooms with like they had the opportunity to, but hey, whatever. Erratic Apparition, Fear of Imposters, Tunnel Surveyor, 3 trapped in the screen. Friendly Ghost made the cut. They didn't even play the Vanish from Sight that they took over something better. I can't see that this is right, dude. I can't see that this is right, but let's just have a quick look at their game. So they went win, 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 loss, win, win, win. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games on the play, 4 games on the draw. I'm not going to go through all of their games, but it's pretty eye-opening. That is not how I would have handled that draft at all. I feel like I would have probably ended up in an Esper deck. And it probably would have been worse than the Rooms deck that they also didn't really build. But man, what's the lesson there? The lesson is, I think the lesson is you can get to Mythic by just playing a lot. You don't have to know what you're doing. shit, man. That was wild. That was wild. Let's look at another one. And then we'll jump into a draft of our own. Let's pluck out someone else who's like in diamond or something. Blue, red rooms. That's pretty easy. But let's see how the draft went. So, pick one, pack one. You've got Victor is pretty hard to first pick, I think. Ethereal Armor's okay. I don't know if I'd first pick it, but this is a bad pack. I'm not super happy to see this pack on one. Like, you've got nothing good and you're not even opening a ley line. I can see taking Ethereal Armor here. It's okay. Let's turn off picks. So, following Ethereal Armor, you know that opponent took an uncommon and left these three. So I do think following up Ethereal Armor with Shard Mage's Rescue is smart, and probably I would have done the same thing. We know that that's what they did. So what else would I be thinking if I open this pack? I'd probably be thinking about Meat Locker, Entryway, Sawblade, Skin Ripper, but it's probably too early to take one of those. And no, I wouldn't take Fear of Test. So I think I probably would take Shard Mage's Rescue too. And so you have the beginnings of a red-white or red-green survival/aggro deck. With that in mind, Fear of Surveillance is very good. Living Phone is pretty good in the red-white deck. I think that's probably it. Second Sawblade Skin Ripper would be really nice. Demonic Council, not the take. Duskmourn's Domination, I don't think you take here. Live or Die is very good. I think best card in the pack is Live or Die. Best card following these two is probably Fear of Surveillance is the better white card of these two. They took the Live or Die. Now, I think that's smart. I think it's the best card in the pack. And you're just staying open at this point. You've not really seen any signals. So I think that's pretty smart. That's good. I'd like to think I would have done the same. Here, though, again, like, there's not good black in this pack. There's loads of blue. There's loads of white. There's decent enough blue cards. There's a good green card. But white seems open at this point. And Acrobatic Cheerleader is excellent following up these two white spells. So I think I would take Acrobatic Cheerleader here. They took the Windbreaker. Is that the lesson I should be taking from this? That Windbreaker is better than Cheerleader? I mean, I guess it is. I guess this is always a 2-2 with flying. And makes everything have flying, whereas Cheerleader is a little harder to enable. But this is a manifest card, and you're putting it, like, I don't know, maybe it's slightly better, but I still think following up these two picks, I would go for the Cheerleader. And maybe that's wrong. Maybe you just, like, first four picks, if you don't have anything really clear, just take the best card in the pack. Second Live or Die here is very, very nice. Unable to Scream is pretty good too, but I think definitely you take the second Live or Die. No, they took the Unable to Scream. I mean, is Windbreaker that good that it's fully pulled them into blue? Apparently. I don't know if I buy it. I don't know if that's correct, but if I had taken Live or Die in the last pack, I still don't know what I'm doing here. If I had made the same choices that they did, I still don't know what I'm doing here. I think maybe Tunnel Surveyor is the best card in the pack. So that's probably what I would just pick. Yeah, they take the Tunnel Surveyor. And then there's an Unable to Scream. There's a Terramorphic Expanse. I'd probably just take the Unable to Scream and feel pretty solid into blue. Here, there's a Stay Hidden, Stay Silent, a very late one. So I think you definitely take that and you're pretty happy that you've gotten into blue. And yeah, I think Windbreaker probably was a better pick than Cheerleader. So I'm going to take that on. Look at the cards in a vacuum this early. But at this point, you're pretty solid on blue, I think. You're pretty... I mean, you're not totally off of black, because like if you had 2 Live or Dies and a Miasma Demon, you're pretty sick. But if you're doing blue-white is an enchantments kind of deck. You're happy to have Get Out because a lot of your rooms are good, and you're happy to have Creeping Peeper because it helps you cast a bunch of your enchantments, which includes some of your creatures. But I think you take... I think I take Get Out here and be hopeful that I would find some good rooms. I mean, they took the Miasma Demon, which I would not do, knowing that I had passed another Live or Die. The Skin Ripper wheeling here is nuts. And so I would be very tempted to take this on because there's a good chance, like nothing else in the pack is that interesting. And there's a good chance that the next card is also a wheeling Skin Ripper. So I would take the Skin Ripper here, and I would be punished because somebody else has taken this one. They took the Doomsday Excruciator. That is a rare draft. You cannot play this card in Limited. It is bad. Duskmourn's Domination is probably the pick here. It's just fine. I can see taking the land. It makes your deck slightly better. Duskmourn's Domination might not get played. I really am not super impressed with this card, but it is an enchantment, and I think it's absolutely at its best in the blue-white enchantments deck, so I think I would have taken it, but I can see taking the land. I'd probably take Shepherding Spirits here with Twist Reality. Okay. Learning. Twist Reality is pretty good. And I guess it is actually. It is good. It's like counter a spell or make a 2/2 at instant speed. That is not bad. All right. I'm sold. I'm in my head. I'm putting Twist Reality above Shepherding Spirits. My personal list. There's nothing here, and then they open this pack. So, what are you thinking in this pack? It seems like they have abandoned their white, and they are looking at building blue-black enchantments. I can see that. If that's what you're doing, then I mean, this is not a good pack. I think I'd probably still be thinking about white here, to be honest. Like, I guess there's not so much white coming. Yeah, there's not a whole lot. Like, all the white got cut. Blue-black is going around. So they noticed that earlier than I did. And if they're doing blue-black, Final Vengeance is pretty good. If you pick up a couple of Fear of Infinities, then this is such a good card. Probably would take that here. Egotist is great. Probably good enough. But it's at its best in red-black. It is very good, especially in, like, when you have a bunch of enchantments you can sacrifice. I think I take Final Vengeance. Yeah, okay. They agree with me, and they get rewarded with an Entity Tracker here. There's a Fear of Lost Teeth. That's pretty good. There's a Lionheart Glimmer. A Sporogenic Infection is pretty good for this deck. But definitely you just slam wheel. You just like windmill slam the Entity Tracker. Kona is insane. Surgical Suite is good. And I think I would still be thinking about playing white, so I probably would have ended up taking something like this. Probably Mirth. Probably Mirth here. God, you had the chance to have 2 Sawblade Skin Rippers and a Disturbing Mirth, but I just don't think you ever make those picks the way that this draft kind of unfolded. So I think you are taking Duskmourn's Domination here. Or at least I think in this spot that's what I would do. Yeah, that is what I would do. They just put Surgical Sweep straight into the sideboard, so they're still open to going back to playing white. Is that wise? I mean, yeah, like the black has dried up, the blue has dried up, and now there's a bunch of pretty decent white cards. So I think here, I wouldn't take Killer's Mask. I might take Fear of the Dark. I might just take Exercise and whack it in the sideboard. They take Exercise, and now they're back on white. They're seeing that they've read the signs. They see that white seems to be open in this pack, so they're getting back on it. There's another Egotist here. I think it's okay. If you're doing black, blue-white enchantments, I think maybe you're supposed to take Glimmerburst here. Yeah, okay. It seems like people are higher on Glimmerburst than I am. So I'm going to adjust the rankings in my head and take Glimmerburst a bit more often, I think. Here, Piranha Fly or the Terramorphic Expanse, I think the way that this deck's looking, you take the Expanse, yeah. And just take your fixing, and it's, you know, you feel okay about it. Now they have taken the white out of their deck again, which is a bit wild. I wouldn't take the Room here. You might take the Smoky Lounge, but I'm not totally sure about that. If I were in blue-black, if this were the deck that I had, I'd probably take the Cracked Skull. They took the Room. It is late. It is going late. I guess there's good red going around. I can't see making this pick, though. I can't see picking the Room there. I just don't think I would. Here, you'd be pretty happy. Like, Fear of Being Hunted is okay, but I think you take Scorching Dragonfire. Yeah, they took the Scorching Dragonfire, they put it straight into the sideboard. You get rewarded heavily with the Glassworks here. They've put the Glassworks in the sideboard. I think it's very late in the draft to be doing this, but I would take the Sporogenic Infection here. They took the Soul Rager. And then a second Soul Rager, I guess. No, they take Duskmourn's Domination. Maybe I'd take Haunted Screen here. Yeah. And neither of these cards are very interesting. But now they seem to be wanting to play blue-red. Very messy draft here. Very messy draft. Very hard to navigate. And again, they open a pretty crappy rare. So it is not clear what the pick is. There's a Glassworks you could take. There's a Trapped in the Screen. Like, there's good picks. Definitely between Glassworks and Trapped in the Screen. If I have these picks, if I have one Glassworks, I'm taking the second one. For sure. And we're doing blue-red Room, splashing black for... Well, I'm not splashing anything. I think we're doing blue-red. Yeah, they take the Glassworks. I think that's correct. I'd probably, in this spot, I'd be looking to take the second Terramorphic Expanse, because nothing in this pack is that interesting, and this draft has been really messy, right? They take the Skull Crab? There's no way, dude. Is a Skull Crab good? I have been absolutely... I've had my cheeks clapped by the Skull Crab. Like, somebody destroyed me with it. Like, they had like 3 of them and just milled me out so fast. But like, you get Entity Tracker here, that's pretty sick. Man, the black-red, there have been some seriously good black-red cards going around. I don't think you want underwater tunnel. I think you take tunnel surveyor here. They do take the tunnel. I get. Nah. I wouldn't have done that. I would have taken the tunnel surveyor. Like it's really good with these entity trackers. They could have had this. This is the third Sawblade Skin Ripper they've seen. Oh, drafts like this are hard. This is a good one to look at because this is not an easy draft. I think you take the Glimmer Burst here, right? Over second underwater tunnel. Yeah. Okay. Not the Faithful. If I'm doing rooms, I'm taking Glimmer Burst. Okay, 3 Glimmer Burst. I'm too low on Glimmer Burst. People seem to be having a decent success with this card. You take Get Out here. It's really good with the Glassworks. No, they took Pyroclasm. I can see it, but I 100% would be taking Get Out. Yeah, 100% I'd be taking Get Out. It's so good with the Glassworks. It's pretty good with the Misty Salon too. You get rewarded with a Meat Locker here. I don't think you're gonna even... Yeah. So you're doing rooms. Now they get a Get Out, so that's pretty free. They took the Creeping Peeper. Okay, all right. I'm too high on Get Out. That's what I'm taking from this. I'm too high on Get Out. I'm too low on Creeping Peeper. Okay, all right. Fine. Lesson learned. You take Into the Enigma, probably not playing it. They took MBS. I don't think they're really very likely to play that. I would just take the land here. I can see taking the Glimmerlight. I think that's fine, but I like taking the land. And then this is kind of just junk picks. And the deck they assembled is this. So this is weird to me because they have enough playables in the Domination and the Creeping Peeper and the Haunted Screen, which I think is playable, to not have to play white if they don't want to. But they chose to play white for Exercise and Surgical Suite. I would not be splashing for those cards when you had a chance to just play straight blue-red. Surgical Suite is good. I guess it returns an entity tracker. Oh, I think it's fine, but I would definitely cut the Exercise, cut the Surgical Suite, play the Haunted Screen and either the Peeper or the Domination. Maybe the Peeper and the Haunted Screen, because it ramps you into your rooms, and that's what the deck wants to do. This does not help keep you alive, really. Exercise does. Not what I would have done, man. But that's why this is good. Like we're seeing players who are pretty strong making very, very different decisions. I would love to know what was going through their heads when they made these choices. That's not what I would have done, man. Okay. We've done a little bit of learning. We've done a little bit of analysis. I think I'm feeling ready to jump into a draft and try Trophy. But let's do it. Let's get it, chat. We're gonna need a little bit of luck. We've had pretty bad luck so far today. In this draft, we're gonna have a little pinch of good luck, but we're gonna find our lane, draft a solid deck, and we're gonna play solid Magic. I hope you guys are feeling ready. I'm feeling ready. Get the blood flowing. Okay. Give me something good. This is good stuff. Paranormal Analyst is excellent. Optimistic Scavenger is also pretty excellent. I think that the Eerie deck is slightly better than the Manifest deck. So I think that's going to be my first pick. I don't think Peer Past the Veil is a first pick. I think if we get back on the wheel, if we get back Cult Healer, that's okay. Maybe we're supposed to take the Analyst because we're more likely to get back Twist Reality or Manifest Dread, but do you know what? Maybe that's right. We're much more likely to get back one of these cards. So I think I'm going to take the Analyst. Ooh, what is this? A board white? In blue-white? Oh man, we just passed the good uncommon, but there's a second Analyst. Other permanents you control have hexproof. That's pretty irrelevant. When you unlock store, destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. That's so bad in this format, isn't it? This might just be like expensive. Both sides do nothing. I think I'm going to take second Analyst here. And we've passed like some blue-white room stuff. So we might be a little bit constricted on blue coming back from the other direction, but maybe we'll put somebody onto rooms and then we can take the good Manifest. But I like second Analyst here. I think that's a really good start, right? Yeah, so there's an Unwilling Vessel here, and I'm thinking maybe I was supposed to go down the rooms. Like, we're getting a little bit punished for not doing rooms. However, Ghost Vacuum is okay. It's pretty good in the Manifest deck. Meat Locker, I think, is probably better. Emergence is good. Haven't seen any Manifest stuff. We're going to pass all this good blue. We passed some really good Eerie spells, man. I'm going to take the Unwilling Vessel. And maybe we are going to... Nah, I'm a little afraid to go into the Eerie deck now because we've passed some really good stuff for it. I might take the Monstrous Emergence and let's try and jam blue-green. So there's a Cryptid Inspector, but there's also an Unable to Scream. Oh man, the blue-white rooms was so good. Like, Keybearer here. Still, that said, the cards we're getting are very good too. So I think I'm going to take Cryptid Inspector here. Unable to Scream is very good though. Maybe that's better. I think it is better. I think it's a better card. And Cryptid Inspector you can usually get pretty late. And I think we're going to be pretty contested on blue on the way back. So I'm going to pick up this blue spell now. There's a Say Its Name. There's a Stalked Researcher. There's a bunch of red. I'm going to take the good green card. But yeah, like okay, so the blue-white deck was really strong. I'm just afraid to go into it now. I think it's going to get cut. We could take the Stalked Researcher. We may not. We may not play green. But I'm going to take Say Its Name. Now here, I guess we take the Manifesting Room. Well, actually, Moldering Gym I think is better. Yeah, we're going to take Weight Room. And I'm pretty happy to see Beastie here. I think that's a good card. Branch Snap is okay too. I'm feeling okay. I think this is a solid Manifest start. And we have Moldering Gym if we want to splash for any other colors. Two Paranormal Analysts is really strong. What we want to pick up is, I mean, we'd love to find a Bookworm, but the Analyst is pretty sweet. It makes this whole deck work. Hi, Lunavisor. I'm good, thank you. How are you? We're just we're playing some Magic. We've just started a draft, and we're gonna try and do some good work and try and win here. So, again, there's an Eerie card in the pack. I think I'm supposed to take the Anthropede. That's probably better. We're not necessarily doing Delirium. Anthropede is a decent card. Yeah, I'll take that. So I mostly stream Magic, which is what you're seeing on screen right now. This is the game that I primarily play. I'm thinking about streaming some other stuff, like I play a lot of Baldur's Gate. I'll probably play Hades 2 when that comes out. I usually play like every single Pokemon game that they ever make and don't usually enjoy them. Haven't enjoyed them for like 10, 15 years. But Magic mostly. Magic mostly. Nothing good here. Baseball Bat's probably the best card in the pack. Yeah, okay, so now our stuff is being cut a little bit. We could end up going into green-white survival, but I think I can just take Horrid Vigor here. I think that's a fine card in our deck, and yeah, it's looking like green-white is going to be more likely. That's a real shame. A real shame. But I think I take Seize from Slumber here. Where am I from? I live in a town just north of London. I'll take the phone here. I really don't think that the Teddy is good, and I guess we'll take the Mountain. Let somebody else have this Inferno. So okay, we had a good start. We did have a good start. Now, Broodspin is really strong, and we can splash for black. There's a Cryptid Inspector in this pack. That's really good. There's a Murder, Haunted Screen, and meh. Courage is insane. Are we doing Delirium stuff? Or am I supposed to be thinking about whether white is what we want to do? I mean, Abzan Manifest, taking the Twins, seems like it could be something we do, but I do think we take the Zealot here. And maybe we wheel the Twins or the Cryptid Inspector, and I'm pretty happy with that. Well, nice to meet you too. Where are you from? Yeah, I'm going to take the Overgrown Zealot. Again, it does help us play another color, which we might need to do. Dissection Tools is a sick card to draft here. 5 mana, Manifest Dread, attach it. All of our creatures from then on have +2/+2, Death Touch, Lifelink. The equip is sack a creature, so we'll need to bear that in mind. But we're going to want to go wide. Am I gonna... Yeah, so I'll take Dissection Tools. I'm not going to take... I'm going to sideboard these cards for now. And let's try and build in this direction. Bashful Beastie is 6. So there's a Rip here. There's a Twins here. There's a Rip here. This is all really good. Is Rip that good? With different powers? Creatures with different powers? I don't know if that is really that good. But is it worse than... Is it worse than Twins? 4 mana. Both put 4 power and toughness onto the board. We could... no, I'm going to take the Twins here. I think Twins does what we want to do. We get a Bookworm. I think that's definitely the pick, and I think we might be playing Abzan, but we still might be on just blue-green. Depends on whether we hit playables, right? But how many I'm so sorry, Lunavisor. This has taken a lot of focus. I will respond to you. I will respond to you properly once the pressure is off. But so we have got the manifest payoffs. Yeah, we've got quite a few manifest payoffs. What we need is enablers. We have one way to manifest, and that is it. 2, 3, 4 with the unsettling twins. So we have the payoffs. I need a few more ways to manifest dread. I'm looking for windbreakers. I'm looking for manifest dreads. Yeah, I think we need those cards, but there's a growing dread. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That is what we need. There's a beastie in this pack too. I would love to grab that. We could play white. I still think that's a very real possibility, but we don't have to. So there's a beastie in this pack. However, we have a bit of top end already. I think I'm going to take Spineseeker Centipede here, just as a way to enable playing more white. Like now we have Say Its Name and these two for fixing. So we absolutely, we can splash. Now, Drag to the Roots is a card we could definitely play. Glimmer Light also is a card that we could play. Long Neck is all right. But I think I'm going to take the Glimmer Light. Yeah, I think Long Neck is not as good as Glimmer Light, right? I'll take Terramorphic Expanse here. Branch Snapper is great. But I think we kind of do want to... Yeah, like maybe we'll just... we might pick up some more white cards, which we're going to want to splash for. Absolutely... like windmilling this Cryptid Inspector here. That's exactly what we want. So again, that's another payoff though. That's another payoff. I would love a Manifest Dread. I would love a Windbreaker. I would love another Growing Dread. Just 1 or 2 more ways to make creatures, like to make Manifest creatures. Am I supposed to take the second Baseball Bat over the second Horrid Figure? No. I'm going to take the second Horrid Figure. Okay, well now I wish I'd taken the Baseball Bat. I'll take the found footage in case we pick up any Delirium stuff. Because if we do, then it gets a little bit better. Alright, no, deck is looking good. We have 9 creatures. Growing Dread is a creature. We get a Bashful Beastie for free, which is amazing. There's a Swarm Weaver in the pack. So now, we're pretty happy to take this. This is just a really good card. We have an Insect here. We are going to take Swarm Weaver. There actually isn't anything else that exciting in this pack. I probably would take the land if it weren't for the Swarm Weaver. And we don't have to play the Unsettling Twins. We can actually play... we can splash black. The black splash is better right now. Demonic Council isn't it. There's a Manifest Dread here. There's a blue-black land. There's a Break Down the Door. That's the best card in the pack for us. So we'll take that. We have 2 ways to splash, 3 ways to splash. So definitely we can play Swarm Weaver. We might even play Found Footage, but to be honest, Manifest does enable Delirium eventually. And actually, Swarm Weaver, it doesn't even matter. Like, the Delirium side of it is nice, but just 4 mana, 2/3 that makes 2 1/1s is better. Like, that's pretty good to cash in on. So let's break down the door. The deck is looking really good. The deck is looking really good. There's another Restricted Office. We're not going to take that. We don't need our stuff to have Hexproof. I don't know if we're going to play the 3rd Beastie. But we might. Honestly, this might be Bear Trap. because I don't think we have a whole lot of removal. I think we cut the found footage. Bear Trap's slightly better there. And we're short on removal. That's the problem. That's the problem we're facing right now. So there's a Manifest Dread. Decent. I don't think I want the Don't Make a Sound. With these Paranormal Analysts, with 2 of these and a Bookworm, I think we take the Manifest Dread here. It's also fantastic for enabling Delirium. Okay, Manifest Dread decks do go pretty long. But we could splash black for Nashi. Or we could take the Branch Snapper. Black splash for Nashi or Branch Snapper. I want to take the Branch Snapper. Nah, we've got 2 beasties. I'm going to take the Nashi. We might not play it. It might not be sensible to play it. Fineseeker's decent. Flesh Borrower is decent, but I'm going to take the Unable to Scream. I think we need more removal. Okay, so there's a Beastie, there's an Anthropede, Tunnel Surveyor, and Get Out. Get Out, returning 2 creatures to hand, is mid in this deck. Maybe Tunnel Surveyor is just the best card in the pack. That's what we need right now, right? There's another Moldering Gym. That's probably what we take here. Now Tunnel Surveyor feels a bit weak, and we're a bit high on playables. There's a Flesh Borrower, which I do want to take, but our 2-drop slot is looking really good. And with these 2 Moldering Gyms, I think Get Out's a little bit better. Or do I just want the 2/2 Death Touch? I could see taking the land there. I could see just having taken the land there. I think we take Creeping Peeper here. If it helps flip stuff up, I'm pretty happy with that. Survivor, mid. Stalked Researcher's pretty mid too. Maybe I'll just rare draft the Grimoire here. And I don't think Fear of Fell Test is going to make the cut, but we can put it in the... we could put it in the deck. It's a card that we we could play, but I don't think it's... No, I'll just sideboard it now. I don't think that's what we're going to do. I'm pretty happy with how this deck has turned out. We got a couple of bombs. We got some really important uncommons. Okay, that was intense. Luna, yeah, sorry. Let me catch up on chat now. I just... you've got to focus during a draft, you know. You're a graphic designer. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I am not in need of any graphic design services. I have someone who does that for me. So thank you for the offer, but it's pretty cool that you're doing that. And I'd be... I mean, it's up to you. I'm not looking for a graphic designer, but if you want to stick around, hang out, enjoy the stream, you're absolutely welcome to. Thank you for being here. Okay. So, 5 cards to cut. Moldering Gym is a 3-drop. With Expanse, 2 gyms, and a Centipede, we can go down to 1 swamp. We probably go up on a forest. So that's 17 lands. I do think we're probably supposed to play 17 lands. Because you end up manifesting a few and kind of lose them, right? Nashi. It's a really good card. I don't know if I want to just mill us a bunch though. Like, nah, I mean, in this deck, We don't have that many enchantments. 5. And no other legendaries. So we have 5 hits to draw a card with Nashi. Otherwise, it just mills us 2 and then gets bigger each turn. I think we cut the Nashi. I think it's a good card, but I think we're actually going to go through our deck very quickly. And we'll just mill ourselves out if we put Nashi in the deck. And I'm not super impressed with it in this spot. So hey, in terms of removal, we've got 2 Unable to Scream. We don't really need the 2 Horrid Vigor. That's not super impressive. I mean, it's pretty good. 1 Monstrous Emergence. That's name good. It is. It just gels a deck together in a really nice way. Glimmerlight's pretty good. My concern is going to be having enough creatures to sack to the dissection tools. And we've only got 12 creatures, although it is 13, 14, 15. But with a Tunnel Surveyor and a Glimmerlight and all this manifesting that we're going to do, we should always be able to get the dissection tools where it needs to go. It's really good on a Bashful Beastie. I wouldn't mind having a 3rd Beastie. We passed up on the opportunity to do that. We have 12 creatures, 3 sorceries, 4 instants, 4 artifacts, 5 enchantments. It's a good mix of stuff, and then we have lands as well. So we will get Delirium. And I think it would be a mistake to focus on Delirium. I think the Delirium on Swarmweaver is just a minor upside. Yeah, it's a minor upside that we might enable. Since we have Break Down the Door, we may not need the Anthropede. So these could be our 4 cuts. I think Get Out is not very strong here. Return 1 or 2 target creatures or enchantments to your hand. Puts Growing Dread back. Growing Dread, I would have loved to pick up more of those. They're so much better in multiples. Yeah, I think Anthropede and Get Out and... one Get Out and a Bear Trap. I think this might be the deck. What do you think? I think it's good. I think it's good. What I don't like is that we don't have many actual creatures, which means we have much fewer hits when we manifest stuff. We have much fewer hits to flip something up that's actually useful. And maybe Get Out is actually good enough because it can bounce, we can manifest a non-creature and then bounce it back to our hand and get to play it. Lots of our stuff is permanents though, so say its name can get them back. Yeah, I think Get Out is better than the combat trick. Yeah, we might not need the indestructible. Okay, let's give this a go. I feel good about this. Okay, here's a concern. We accidentally mill the swamp, or we manifest the swamp. That happens. We can say its name back. We can say its name to get it back. But the only card that we can't play is the Swarmweaver. Still, still, it might be that we're supposed to cut another island and just have a redundancy swamp. I think that's slightly safer. I think it's slightly safer. Okay, good land. We have opponent goes going first, but we have a 2-3 into turn 4, and then turn 5 weight room. Looks good to me. Good indeed. Okay, they went green and black, but they might be grindy delirium. We should be able to overpower them, go over the top with all the ramping that we're going to do. We're going to have 4 mana next turn. Okay, long neck is not too threatening. We can actually tunnel surveyor to block a long neck if we want to. Play the forest. Could I just ramp and take 4? I think probably not. I think I'll just drop Tunnel Surveyor, develop the board a little bit, and then just pass. We can ramp next turn, but this just like potentially saves us 4 damage, which is probably worth it. We have time to ramp. We have time to ramp. We're also not gonna waste an Unable to Scream on a long neck. Hospital room. They're gonna go for the attack. I'll happily trade. They gain their 2 life. I hope they are happy. I hope it was worth it. So they can Surgical Suite and bring back the long neck. I don't give a shit if they do that. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. I would like to ramp, but then we're not doing anything else. So maybe I'm just supposed to drop the Beastie. Be more mana efficient until we find something to do with some of our other spells. I will get rid of Hospital Room because that is pretty damn strong, and we can break the door down, break down the door it. Yeah, I mean, you bring back the long neck, that's not that good. We have 5 mana right now. Next turn we can... I would like to draw land. So that I can Mouldering Gym and then hold up, break down the door. Cryptid Inspector is a good card. Yeah, there's the land. That's very nice. That's very nice. So we will Mouldering Gym. Tap down both of my green, dude. Why would you do that? Oh, man. Auto Tapper. Ah, Auto Tapper didn't get us. I thought it did, but we have Overgrown Zealot. So, whenever you attack, put +1/+1 counter on target creature. Either of their creatures, neither is a threat right now. So I think we go no attacks. We wait for them to attack. We let them put the 1/1 counter where they want it. Because we could counter something relevant here. What did they reveal? The long neck. We can exile that in response. But we're going to get a 2/2 here anyway. So I think this is fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. Alright, we get a Paranormal Analyst. We can exile this. They can plink in for 2. There's a Flesh Burrower, that's not too worrying. We could unable to stream that. Actually, we can just punch it now, which is pretty good. However, if we do punch it, no, we don't want to do this next time. We want to do that when we have Paranormal Analyst up. So let's punch the Flesh Burrower. No attacks. Do we have to do something about this? I'm going to take a big attack this turn. I'm going to unable to scream the Cryptid Inspector, because I think it's the better card. And I don't think that a long neck is that scary. We're going to make a 5/5 with this Weight Room and draw a card off it. Unless we counter something very important this turn. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, so we'll flip your face up. We'll make the thing. Well, that's pretty annoying. I guess we want to draw this and flip this. Yeah, we want to manifest that. Draw the Swarm Weaver. Play the Island, and do we hold up the counter spell, or do we flip this and draw the cards? I think the safe thing to do is hold up the counter spell, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to be disciplined. They're going to manifest Dread. That is a good way around a counter spell. They're going to Final Vengeance my 5/5. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is bounce the 5/5 and this. Take the 4. We will play our forest. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So, 9 mana. So we Swarm Weaver. We make 2 Death Touches. We play the Bookworm, discard a card. Oh, so this is a May draw card, but we'll deploy it anyway. And then we'll ramp. We have 20 cards in the library. We are way ahead on the board. So yeah, we're in great shape. Opponent seems to think the game is over. I can't disagree. Let's not draw this card. There's no sense in that right now because we just have to discard it. They flip up a Cryptid Inspector. They manifest Dread. but they cannot attack without getting rid of the Swarm Weaver. So they're feeling pretty bad, I think. We have 10 mana available, so we can do this for 6. Draw a bunch of cards, draw 2 cards, extra 2 cards each turn. There is a Manifest Dread. That's a pretty good one to draw, but let's make a 5/5. Let's manifest the Beastie, of course. Draw the Unable to Scream. Should we just do it all? We could just do it all. Now we can Unable to Scream the Flyer and start attacking. Do we need to, yeah, do you know what? Let's make this attack with the bugs. Trade off for one of their creatures. I think they're going to take the block. They gain 2 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can flip this up. Pretty insane. It's going to come in as like a 7 something. So hey, let's hold on. We take this action. We draw the card. Dissection Tools is insane. The Valgavoth's Faithful. They're going to bring back their long neck again. Okay, yep, they are. So this is going to come in for 5. If they turn something up, it's going to do 6. So we can make this block pretty safely, I think. Yeah, I think they're way too far behind now. What permanents have we got down here? Yeah, scoop it up. Fair enough. Fair enough. So, deck feels good. Get Out definitely did better there than the... I mean, the Indestructible spell would have also worked, but Get Out got us a little bit more value, so I'm not mad about that. Tunnel Surveyor did its job. I mean, yeah, the opponent had a pretty weak deck there. They did have a whole deck of nothing that interesting. So let's just take our W, not get too cocky, jump into another game. So we need green. We need green. That's the most important thing. And we want to ramp. We'll draw a bunch of cards. Like, we have a really good late game. We need to survive the early game. Well, we have ramp. Like, this is a turn 2, 3, 4. Overgrown Zealot does a fairly good job of stabilizing against these like cheap crappy creatures. The like aggressive red-white deck. No, I'm not. I'm just going to take the 1. They don't seem to have a combat trick. Yeah, I don't think they had a combat trick there. Now it's a lot harder to block, but we can play its name, put the Beastie into hand, break down the door goes. That's a little bit of a shame. But next turn we can play Beastie into Beastie, and then we're in pretty good shape. We'll trade for the Flesh Borrower 100%. No attack. That's a weird one. And now they're looking at the graveyard. What are they thinking about? They play their land and Spine Seeker. I don't know what they were thinking about. Hello, cat. Okay. Come say hi. Oh, hello. Okay, it's my turn. I drew a Swarm Weaver. So we just go land into Beastie, and the opponent has to now deal with that. They miss a land drop. I think they did. Did I go first? I can't remember. Look at this tail. Such an attention to Ferrari. I don't know if you can. Yeah, I think you can probably hear he's like rubbing up against the mics, the mic arm. Hello. Ow! Wait, what did I do? Okay, opponent is unsure what to do. It would appear. We can just dissection tools here. That seems fine. Yeah, let's do it. We're pretty close to, like, if one of these beasties dies, then we have Delirium too. If they have a counter spell, I will be very mad if they do. Okay, well, I guess the Terramorphic, or the swamp becomes creature. No attacks yet. We'll attack with our Death Touch Lifelinker next turn. Huh. Cat hair in my mouth. That was you. You did that. Huh. Okay, they're going to go in Dread. That's good. That is good for them. So I can sack the Creeping Peeper next turn, enable Delirium, and play a Swarm Weaver. They're going to Impossible Inferno, but I can still do what I wanted to do, right? So I can sack the Creeping Peeper, attach the Dissection tools to the to the Beastie, and then play the Swarm Weaver. That is a sequence that I can carry out. Cast an enchantment, unlock a door, or turn a permanent face up. So let's... I guess I could sack one of the bugs from the Swarm Weaver. But no, let's equip this here, sack the Peeper, enable Delirium, go to combat, swing in with you. We are going to get a manifest. It's a shame that we didn't get the Monstrous Emergence here, but oh well. So we can do this. Next turn we can equip. So we've got nothing else for this turn. But yeah, next turn we can sack this land, equip the Dissection tools to a flyer if we want to, and then just they're going to have to try and race us that way. It's not even that good on a flyer. It's better on the Bashful Beastie that we'll play next turn, right? Yeah. Under the Skin, return a permanent from the graveyard to hand. They get Flesh Borrower back, sure. Not going to help them against these flyers now. They still have a bunch of cards in hand. They're definitely not out of it. But yeah, you know, these big creatures are not good in the face of a Flesh Burrower. The Swarm Weaver is going to have to carry us to victory. There's the Flesh Burrower. Unable to Scream is a very good draw here. So we can do this. Hit him for 4 in the air. And we can just pass the turn here, right? Yeah. We can pass the turn. Next turn, we'll sack this land, attach the dissection tools to the beastie. Okay, yeah, they're gonna do some cool stuff here, but are they gonna enable delirium? That's one question. It might be better to just unable to Scream the Paranormal Analyst and then keep attacking in the air. And just ignore the Death Toucher. Okay. They draw a land. There's a Glimmer Burst in hand. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I think it's probably better to unable to Scream the Paranormal Analyst and keep attacking in the air. Like, effectively, we have them on a 4-turn clock now. We can get them on a 3-turn clock if we equip the tools to an insect. I kind of want to save this for a reach creature, anything that can block the insects. Pretty happy to, like, because we have this lifelink, I think we just take this damage. Because now they don't have a good block at all. Right? We're gonna Cryptid Inspector. We're gonna Dissection Tools. Whack it on the beastie, sack the face down creature. Make this huge attack. Destroy all of their creatures. Manifest, draw our own creature. Okay, so I guess we manifest the Analyst. We play a book one. This is 2 mana of any one color. So we can actually flip up the Analyst as well if we are gonna. Yeah, we'll draw and discard. Yeah, we can. Oh no, we just. Yeah, right. We just draw this turn. Yeah, we're in really good shape. So if we whack Dissection Tools, we don't want to sack the Paranormal Analyst. We might not need to attach it next turn. Potentially we sack the Zealot. It's kind of done its job. But it's, yeah, we've got Swarm Weaver down. Yeah, we don't need the mana for anything else. So maybe we sack the Zealot just to equip this. Like we unable to Scream the Flesh Burrower, we equip the dissection tools to the Cryptid Inspector, and we just start going to town. SL Veg Zombie over here is in a pretty tough spot. Beastie beatdown on the Bookworm. Sure. We'll flip this up. Spine Seeker is not bad. Do we have an attack? We do have an attack. We trade the Inspector for their Paranormal Analyst. I'm not unhappy about that. So let's unable to Scream the Flesh Burrower. Let's play the Spine Seeker Centipede, and then maybe we'll just sack it. What do we need? Forest. Oh, no, let's just get a forest. Let's play the forest. And I mean, we can sack. I think we can sack the Mana Dork now. Let's equip to the Flyer. Let's sack the Overgrown Zealot. And we just trade the Inspector for their Paranormal Analyst. Make it less likely that they're going to draw an answer. That seems fine to me. Glimmerburst doesn't do much here either. They draw 2 cards, but the blocker isn't relevant here. Yeah, so we'll take out the Paranormal Analyst. They are facing down lethal. Can they find a way through? They have cards, they have mana. There are ways out of this. But, does our opponent have any of them? They need to remove one of these flyers. We're on 33 life, we're not going to block. Altanak does not have reach, so we just attack and we win. Okie doke. The deck feels good. Our opponents have been not in super strong. Like, we haven't really faced any very good decks yet, so I'm not getting too ahead of myself, but it is nice to just get 2 quick wins under the belt. Let's keep it rolling. The deck feels good. We just have to make sure we don't die. Dissection Tools is a bomb. Swarm Weaver is a bomb. I think we got both of them. Like, having played both of our bombs, that helps a ton, right? Okay, so we're going first. This is an insanely good hand. I don't even know what sequence to do all of this in. Because they're red-white, I think I'm going to play the Overgrown Zealot. There's nothing in my hand that I would want to discard to a Bookworm, so I want to play this when I have 4 mana available. Piranha Fly tapped. So we'll go... We can go Centipede, play a land. Or we can go Expanse, Bookworm. Or we could go Expanse into Centipede. Or we could just play Tunnel Surveyor. Let's play the Centipede. Let's get our Swamp. Next turn we can Bookworm into Manifest Dread, start drawing some cards. Now that's a good card that they got there. We could of course just Dissection Tools, make a 4/4 Death Touch lifelink. But we don't need to do that yet. Not when we have all this potential value. We'll get the double... I think we should get the green, actually. Take the 2 in the air. This makes a 4-mana 3/3. Glimmer is pretty great, but I think we should go get the other green, just in case anything happens to the Overgrown Zealot. Of course we drew the other Swamp. What else would we draw? We're going to Manifest Dread. Okay, so what's in our graveyard? A land, a sorcery, and an artifact. So let's manifest to say its name. We're not quite at Delirium yet, which is a shame. But yes, we will draw a card every turn now. Not every turn. But we'll draw one next turn if they don't deal with the Bookworm. There's an Analyst. So I think this is Forest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want the Analyst down before I Dissection Tools. Is that greedy? Might be a bit greedy, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to tap the black, play the Analyst. Drop the Tunnel Surveyor. We have no attacks, but we draw. We discard this Swamp, most likely. An island, we'll drop the Swamp. If any creatures go to the graveyard, we have enabled Delirium. Opponent Glimmer Bursts, that's good. Yeah, they're going to make their 3/3. And a Glimmer Light. So the opponent's doing good stuff, but now we're going to Dissection Tools and effectively just win the game. As we Dissection Tools, we're going to get just such an insane amount of value. They're tapped out right now. So we want to draw the Moldering Gym. So we manifest the forest. We'll play the island, and do we want to kill the Piranha Fly? Not really. I'm not that fussed. So this is still no attacks, but we can start attacking in with our Death Touch Lifelinker, our Dissection, our little Surgeon here. So now we're in a good place. Cool. We can't do anything about this, so they get rid of the Dissection Tools. Actually, we can bounce this back to our hand and then get the Dissection Tools back. No, because it's exiled. That would have been cool though, right? Would have been so cool. But let's just hold up the counter spell for the rest of the game. So we'll play that island. We'll play the Molder and Gym. Big Forest. Will Monstrous Emergence. And I think we are going to take out the Piranha Fly now because that's going to get us dead. That's the threat, to be honest. That's that threat dealt with. We can hold up, get out. We still don't really have any decent attacks. Oops. Oh. Yeah, I don't think we need to attack here. Let's just keep looting with a Bookworm. 16 cards in the deck. They're going to Glimmer Burst. 21 cards in the deck. Need Swarm Weaver to come through again. We could do with some beasties. Fear of Isolation bouncing this. But I think the 2/3 flyer is counterable. That's how we're going to lose. In the air. That would have been a better card to counter. Alright, so let's Weight Room. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Unlock. There's a Cryptid Inspector and a Creeping Peeper. We're going to get to draw both anyway, so let's just do this. Yeah, I mean, now we can just trade the... No, we don't have any good attacks, right? Damn, that's rough. Yeah, we don't have good attacks. We've got to do something about this flyer. Exile Artifact Enchantment or Manifest Dread. Just draw a card. Need to find an answer to the Shepherding Spirits. There's 2 like Unable to Screams in the deck. To find one. Let's get rid of that thing now, eh? Do we need to? Is that the threat? Is that the threat? Oh, I need to find the Unable to Scream. Yeah, I need to use this to dig deeper into the deck. This is going to be like a... Oh man, that's rough. So that we can get rid of though. And we need to find an Unable to Scream very, very soon. So Growing Dread is a good start. There's a Mouldering Gym. So we manifest the forest. We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We play the Weight Rune. There they are. There's 2 of them. We go Island. Unable to scream.
Is it fate that you came this far unbroken? If it's destiny, you wrote it.
One of these is a... Yeah, okay. So that was not bad. But we still don't have any good attacks. Kind of insane. 7 cards in the deck. Draw the card. Next turn, we start swinging in a big, big way. Okay. We're going to replay that. 2 Scavengers. Unlock Manifest. Not sure if I have an attack. There's a Swarm Weaver. We needed that. We did need that. And we can start attacking. We can attack with you, and you, and you. They're gonna... Yeah, maybe we can start going in with these 2/2s as well. We have enough creatures in backup, and they're only going to get bigger. So yeah, we need to make a big attack now. 5 cards in hand. I don't think we actually need any of these. Yeah, let's go in for a big attack. Because, like, we've got cards in the reserve, but their cards are only going to get better and better. So let's make them make some decisions here now. Swarm Weaver is what we needed to stabilize this game. We might not be able to get them dead before we lose, but let's, like, this is the turn to make a big swing. That's the Unable to Scream. So these are going to trade. This is going to eat the Bookworm. That is fine. These are going to trade. Those are all going to trade. Those are going to trade. What am I ordering? Go through... It doesn't really matter. We'll go through the 4/4 first. We'll go through both of this. So this is all going to trade off as well. And let's tap you for 2 green. 1 blue. Flip this. Hit them for a bunch. They're down to 5. We now can drop... yeah, we're in good shape. We drop the Creeping Peeper and we're stable. We're stable. We have a lethal attack next turn, so they can't really attack unless they can kill me, and I don't think they can. Damn. Damn, that was close. That was close. Defense against flyers is a major weakness in this deck. That's what we've learned. And we do have some good removal, but that is something that's a little bit scary. So Anthropede. Anthropede is a very interesting card. We have one, and it would help a ton against those flyers. If we wanted to play it, it would probably go in instead of Tunnel Surveyor. Or Glimmerlight. Let's put it in instead of Glimmerlight. Glimmerlight makes one creature, but the +1/+1 isn't super relevant in our deck, and the I think the Reach creature would have been a lot more useful there. We didn't see the Glimmerlight in that game, so if we had made that swap to begin with, then in theory we wouldn't have seen the Anthropede that whole game. There's a possibility I was supposed to be more aggressive in that deck, in that last game, but hey, we won, so no complaints. Our opponent is in Diamond. We have a good hand that ramps and then doesn't do a whole lot else, but I think we can keep it as long as they're not like super aggressive right out the gate. They might be super aggressive right out the gate. House Cartographer, right? So we've got to play Centipede into that because we don't want to let it just attack for free. Cool. They are going to draw a land each turn that this attacks, which is very good, but Patchwork Beastie is also pretty good. 4 mana. I think I just get the Tunnel Surveyor online. They milled threats around every corner. I guess I'm pretty happy to see that go. Next turn we can Mouldering Gym, hold up the Get Out. They murder this. Yeah, so, I mean, that's fine. If they want to get this attack in, I don't really, like, it's drawing them a card every turn, but it's not all that impressive. So I'm going to... I could expose the Swarm Weaver Monstrous Emergence to House Cartographer, but I think it's okay not to. I think it's okay to Mouldering Gym, Ram, hold up, Get Out. Next turn, we can make a 5/5. That blocks very well. Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do with all this mana? Wildfire Wickerfolk in their deck now at the bottom. Monstrous Emergence now at the bottom. There's a lot of good cards that they're not getting to play. Anthropede is decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could just play Anthropede here, but I think that Manifesting is fine. What's down here? A creature? 2 creatures. Well, let's just Manifest. Let's put the enchantment into the graveyard. We're a little bit closer to Delirium. They chose not to mill a card. Did they know what was on top? There's an Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Not too scary right now. We can kill it. One, two, three, four, five, six. So we could Moldering Gym. No, we could kill it and then just play an Anthropede. We could kill it, play Swarm Weaver. That would be Enchantment Creature Sorcery in the graveyard. We could kill it and play. Yeah, let's get rid of that thing. And I think I want to drop Swarm Weaver here, because we'll enable it soon. Then with the 5/5, yeah. I'm on board with that. We're going to double block the 5/5. Absolutely. Yeah, we're in good shape. Next turn we can, if we draw a land, then we can... Yeah, okay, Impossible Inferno, that's fine. We might find a way to bring that back. Okay, yeah, I mean, we drew a land, but not necessarily a very good one. But that is fine. What we're going to do is play this. We're going to... This is going to get Menace. Pretty good, eh? Am I supposed to play the Anthropede then? Very possibly I am. Trade with the hand that feeds. So we just, yeah, we play this out. We decline. We're going to start pinging the opponent in the air. We can manifest next turn, and then we can bounce our stuff back if we want to. Sure, they get their own manifest. They kill both of my crappy creatures. That's fine. We have answered a lot of stuff. There's a Patchwork Beastie, House Cartographer, Overlord of the Hauntwoods, Murder, Threats Around Every Corner. Like, we've gotten through a lot of good cards. Opponent definitely has a good deck, but they've thrown a lot of stuff at us. They have 16 cards left, and we are nowhere near out of it, so I don't feel too bad. There's a Break Down the Door. That's a good one to have in the back pocket, but I think what we're going to do here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Weight room. I would love to find an island and then keep up the Get Out. We found it, and it's an incredible manifest. We manifest the Beastie. We draw the island. Play the island, and we hold up the counter spell. That's that was a very, very good manifest. We hold up the counter spell for the rest of the game. Okay, they murder the 5/5. I think no blocks. We don't risk the Analyst. Cool. Overgrown Zealot. Alright, so we'll tap 1, 2, 3. Unlock this room. Find the forest. We will do Zealot. They have a bunch of mana, so I'm going to hold back the Paranormal Analyst just in case. Now we have instant speed break down the door, instant speed counterspell, so not too worried. Analyst is going to give us the card advantage that we need to win this game, I think. We don't need the Zealot, so I'm going to take this block now. They're going to Scorching Dragonfire the Paranormal Analyst. I am going to... I kind of still want to hold up the counter spell. But no, I'm going to get out, return the Analyst, return one of these. Yeah, see, that would have been a really good spell to counter, so that was a tough call to make, but ultimately they got in under the counter spell, so good on them. But we go Analyst here. We wait room. And we can still hold up, break down the door. We get in for 2. I'm going to trade the 5/5 here, right? Is just a land after all, and we can unable to scream this thing at some point. I am going to manifest. I want to draw the Say Its Name, so let's manifest the forest. What permanent do we want to get back? The Swarm Weaver? Yeah. Yeah, definitely Swarm Weaver. So let's do... How many cards have we got? 10? Mill 3. They're on 13. So we say its name. Now getting back the dissection tools. Oh, we can't get it back? Right, yeah, of course. But let's get back Swarm Weaver. Let's play Swarm Weaver. Let's play Cryptid Inspector. We missed out on some damage there, which is pretty silly, eh? But still, the pressure's on now. They're on a 2-turn clock. Scoop it up. Scoop it up. Okay. Deck's good. Deck's good. Yeah, we fought through a bunch of good stuff there, so that makes me feel a little better. We did get a bit lucky with them milling some of their best cards. But they had a very good deck, and we worked through a bunch of challenging stuff. So that's what I like to see. That's a sign that the deck is working. That puts us on 4 wins too, which is great. I needed this. I needed this win, dude. I needed these victories. So, opponent goes first. We can say its name on turn 2. Into Mouldering Gym, and then start doing stuff. I think this is a keepable hand. Now I'm worried because opponent is very aggressive. But yeah, this is not a good hand against their deck. Damn, dude. Not a good hand at all. Okay. Black red. Do we have time to... I think I'm just supposed to manifest. I would love to manifest after I get the Cryptid Inspector online. Am I supposed to just kill the Irreverent Goblin? Deal 2 to it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Goblin can fix a bad hand, and I think them having a bad hand is one of the only ways that we will survive this game. Rat is not too scary. They're not putting too much pressure on us right now. Let's Cryptid Inspector. Try and stabilize this board a little bit. Skin Ripper. Okay, so Skin Ripper, 2 mana, sacrifice, +1/+1 counter, and it deals that much damage to any target. That is super good. We can beat it. We Manifest Dread. This might be Bookworm and Manifest Dread. We will manifest the... Kind of annoying putting a swamp away, but we'll manifest the forest. We've got... This Cryptid Inspector has to grow. And it has to be... like, it has to... Yeah, we have to keep abreast of this Sawblade Skin Ripper. That's very good. That's very good. Enduring Courage. Yeah. Opponent is off to a fantastic start. Credit where it's due. They are doing very well. I think I just attack everything. I'm gonna take it all. We didn't draw the land. We could draw the land and then ramp. That's like okay. We get back the forest. We could get back the Analyst. No, we need to take the swamp. And then play the ramp spell. We're not under too much threat right now. Making the 5/5 is going to help. Okay, so we go land. I think we probably need to try and hold up the counter spell, but not this turn. Or maybe we can. Yeah, maybe we can hold up the counter spell. Would I trade a rat and the courage as a creature for Cryptid Inspector? No. Cryptid Inspector is keeping us, is stabilizing the board right now. This 5/5 is going to help a ton. But next turn we can unlock Weight Room and hold up Get Out, so I think we need to do that. Yeah, they're going to draw a bunch of cards. This is very, very good for them. Not too worried about that. Oh, now I am worried about it. I can't take 7, right? Just chump here, take 4. That's okay. Am I supposed to just get this thing off the battlefield? Am I supposed to trade the Cryptid Inspector? No, that doesn't feel good. Taking 7 doesn't feel good. There's a question around the Yeah, I think the Peeper goes. I think we sack the Peeper. Gonna deal 1. We drew the land, so we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, Paranormal Analyst becomes creature. And now we can attack again. We can end the turn. We have a counter spell up. We can flip this into a 4/6. What does Painter Studio do? This is the one that gives all their creatures +1/+0. I think I'm going to counter this. Keep them off the card advantage. Not too worried about Piggy Bank. Piggy Bank comes in. We can make this block because this is going to go up to 6 toughness. So we pass the blockers, we make the block, and then we turn this face up. So I was supposed to block with the Cryptid Inspector. Okay, that was a bit of a misplay. Still, we have Weight Rune here. Beastie. They would need to place all of their creatures on this. That's probably a decent trade. And a Sawblade Skin Ripper win this by itself? But no, we don't make this attack. Let's just ramp. Next turn we flip up the... We can hold up the flip of the Beastie. That's a good card. They can't sack anything right now. They're not sacking anything right now, so we can just block this. I'm sure I've read that right. Yeah, I did. Damn. Sad for them, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we can play Beastie and flip a Beastie. The Beastie flips up into an 8/7, which they would need to block with a ton of stuff. And this will go to 8 toughness as well. But let's go. We'll definitely... Well, hold on. We're dealing... We can deal 7 here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they are gonna kill this thing. So what do I want to kill? Face down card? Yeah. I think that's a little bit better. Flip you up. You actually got them on the ropes. I'm taking 6 here. They block, block, block. You manifest. Yeah, I'll take 6 here. They have a glass works. We manifest dread. We manifest the swamp. Break down the door. We can exile this and force a chum. Yeah, let's do that. Let's exile the Enduring Courage. Bring in with both these. These trade, this dies. Take this block. We don't need the Zealot anymore, we have plenty of mana. They have an MBS. They have to block. We're gonna play the Anthropede. We'll pay the 2. Destroy this. Once again, they have to top deck something relevant. And I think that means we win. That was a waste of an Unable to Scream. Nearly through that. Because they needed to block the 8-7 anyway. Got a little bit too excited there. A little bit excited. Still, that was a tough game to win and we won it. And that feels good. That feels very good indeed. I told you guys we were going to get a trophy this weekend. Oh, it might be too early to say that. We've still got quite a fight ahead of us. We're 5-0. It could happen. But it could not. We'll try our best. Opponent goes first. We have good land. And we have a creature and a removal spell, so let's keep it. Let's Terramorphic Expanse on 1 and get a swamp. Another land is not ideal. Let's copy the opponent exactly. Let's copy the opponent. No, not exactly, because we are going to play a Creeping Peeper, but we're flooding out a little bit. We find a Zimone and make a 3-3, and we are flooding pretty badly. We don't need to worry about the Zimone right now. But not... maybe I need to turn it off. No, no attacks. Yeah, I mean, this is bound to happen eventually. We're flooding out hardcore. Yeah, we take the 3 here. We're going to have to draw something good. We can Unable to Scream the Bookworm. That's slightly less bad. Enchantment, unlock door, turn something face up. Yeah, okay. Well, get rid of the bookworm. Opponent missed a land, didn't they? Yeah, they did. And, you know, next turn, Beastie, turn after Dissection Tools is not bad. We might stabilize. Especially if they bricked on a land. We're not out of this yet. That's pretty good. Brings their bookworm back. Dissection Tools helps us alleviate any pressure. Still, I think this is just Beastie. Or maybe this is Dissection. Let's play a Beastie. They make a 5/5 next turn. If they play a land, yeah, they'll make a 5/5. But it does mean they can't. Well, they can just throw this away. Pop it in for a 5/5. Yeah, they just had a lot more plays than we did. Not a whole lot that can be done about that. And we're still just drawing land. Yippee. So I think this is just Dissection Tools and go. We can get back the unable to... No, this is not... Doesn't get back non-creatures, but still we flip the... We manifest a Spine Seeker. Just 3, right? Yeah. So... I don't think we have a good attack, but I think I do need to attack. Great, 5/5s. That's pretty unlucky. What do we want to put into the graveyard? We've got a creature, enchantment, and a land in there. So let's put the instant in there, manifest it. We have Delirium if we need that later. We can get back a Beastie with a Say Its Name. Yeah, this is very good. Now the big dumb creatures that Zoin makes are not very good into Dissection Tools, so maybe we can stay alive here. On 7 and 11. They're on 7 now. They're going to make a 7/7. Man, that is rough. That's a lot of land. So we're going to say its name. I would love to take Analyst here. I don't think it does enough. It's probably still the best pick. Yeah, it's probably still the best pick. Okay. This is a Spine Seeker Centipede. We can flip it up. It has, it comes in as a 3/3, so it becomes a 5/5 Death Touch Lifelink Vigilant. Yeah, so let's flip it up. Make this attack. They trade to 7/7. Okay. Let's hold back. Let's not attach yet. Because the lifelink is going to make it pretty hard for them to race us. But we're drawing too many left. It's really rough. There's not a whole lot we can do. Still, they haven't got a massive amount of pressure on. They have tons of value on the board. Well, we'll just trade off here. There is a get out. We might need to do that. It's pretty sad. But we might need to... Oh, this... Creatures and enchantments. Oh man, that's rough. Really rough spot. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Guess we trade here. Yeah, that's a scoop. Cool. Okay, well, opponent kicked our butt. We flooded out really hard. That's gonna happen. Could we have navigated anything better? I really don't think so. I think they had so much value so quickly. Having more answers to some of their key threats would have been good, but like maybe Bear Trap. But no, I don't think so. I think the deck is good. The deck has proven itself to be good, but they had a very good draw. We had a very bad one. So that's fine. That is fine. Just going to check in on the household to see what the plan is for dinner this evening. We're going first. I would love to get the Growing Dread down, but this is good. This is a key. Because we can Spine Seeker, find a blue, and then on turn 4... I mean, I'd love to just draw the blue, but that's not going to happen, apparently. So, yeah, turn 4 we can start... Oh, there's a blue. I mean, that's pretty nice. We play the blue, we play the Spine Seeker. Opponent is on blue-red, might be on rooms, so let's get a little bit aggressive. They have a kill spell. Yeah, they have a Dragonfire, let's assume. Or a room, like the one that does damage equal to the number of cards in your hand or whatever. Stalked Researcher. Okay, so we play this island. They can't kill the Analyst this turn, so we are going to get a card off of it. So let's do this. We want to draw the Moldering Gym. So let's manifest the forest. That confuses me a little bit every time. Oh, so no attacks here, nothing in the graveyard for Delirium, but that's fine. Yeah, they're gonna, yeah, so they had the Scorched Dragonfire, we knew about that. There is a Tunnel Surveyor. So, I think we play a Beastie and start punching through. The alternative is... No, there's no alternative. I think this is the best play. Big dumb idiot. And then we can just start swinging. Meatlock attack the beastie is very good. Land is good. Land into weight room is good. Okay, they had something there. Creeping. Keep manifests, okay. Unable to scream Ghost to the Graveyard, that's a shame. Daggermore Megalodon in play. Pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a manifest. Or it's a ramp and like play Tunnel Surveyor or something. Or we play Beastie and do nothing else. Not the worst thing. I think we can play Swarm Weaver here. Maybe we just take this chance to ramp. Go get the blue. Play the Tunnel Surveyor and just like gum up the board a bit. We have an enchantment in the graveyard and that's it. This can put a land into the graveyard if this dies. Creature into the graveyard here. But we do need the vigilance thing dead. Mirror Room making a copy of the Megalodon, probably. Very good. Yeah, we'll definitely take this. Lights out. Fuels our delirium fairly well. And it was pretty good trade anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With 8, do we deploy a Swarm Weaver or do we drop a Bashful Beastie and then manifest? I think we've got to get the Swarm Weaver down. It's not mana efficient. But I think it's the better play. Let's do this, and maybe I should hold the Manifest Dread for when it might be more useful. Or am I supposed to just go wide here? I'm gonna just manifest now. Cryptid Inspector. We have no attacks. Gonna have to just plink in the air. We need a we have enchantment, creature, and sorcery in the graveyard. We need a land to go. So maybe we can just start sending this forest in, hoping that it dies. So in this spot, we send the 1/1s. They activated Fractured Realm. That's very good, huh? Okay, that will do. That gives us Delirium. We can deploy this beastie. And we can flip up the Cryptid Inspector at some point. And there's no reason not to just hold the land. Okay, Glimmer Burst is very good. Very, very worried about the power of this Fractured Realm. I think that is a very, very, very strong ability. And we're not close to getting the opponent dead, so... Cursed Windbreaker. Now, isn't that exactly the spell that they needed? Still, these have Death Touch. And we can start attacking with all of our insects. And a Glimmerlight making 2/1/1. Good stuff. But no attacks. Flip this up. Let's go to combat. Let's go in over here. Do I want to trade these two off? Probably. I probably have to. Maybe not. But you two can go in. And that's pretty good. That is a good attack. I just don't know whether to attack in the air or not. Is Get Out still in the deck? So maybe bouncing the Swarm Weaver is how we win this. Maybe exiling the Windbreaker. So I'm not going to attack with the bugs just yet. This is a pretty good block for us. Yeah, I mean, this is a great block for us. Overgrown Zealot. Okay, its name goes to the graveyard. That's kind of a shame. I think we just hold the land. But now, like this 5/6 Vigilance can attack in fairly well, like fairly profitably. Smoky Lounge is very good. They make a 6/6 flyer soon. $12 cards, not tons, and they're nowhere. They haven't put any pressure on us yet. 9 cards. What did they discard to a couple of lands? I mean, we haven't seen a whole, like, we're not out of this. We might just need to try and stabilize and not die, and that might be how we win. They don't have a very good attack here because our attack back is very good. Okay. I guess I'll just flip this up. There's no harm in it. Throws our Cryptid Inspector. And drawing nothing but land is such a bummer. Still, 5, 6, 7. They can trade all of their creatures for the Cryptid Inspector. This can actually attack in. And actually, maybe this can attack. Yeah, maybe everything can. Maybe everything can attack. Because their blocks are like either quad block this or they are going to be chumping. Like they can eat the Tunnel Surveyor, they can eat the 1/1, but then it's chump chump. So yeah, I mean, I think I can do this. Yeah, chump chump. We're going to lose 2 creatures. we get some damage in, and that might be our only chance to really get a good attack in, because now they can make a big, like a 6/6 flyer. 2 6/6 flyers. And that's going to be very hard to deal with. So I think that was our only opportunity to really get a good attack in. Okay, get out. Make more big flyer. Yeah, that's very, very good. Not sure how we overcome this. The flood is real though. Moldering Gym. Does that do anything? Do anything for us? Well, we'll play Weight Room. On 8 cards. There's an Anthropede and a Bookworm. I think we have to take the Anthropede. I think I have to attack 10 cards. I think I have to attack. Because they can double block and we get one of their flyers off the battlefield, and this can't block on the way back, so they're going to take 7. Now we can flip up Anthropede at instant speed. 4, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yup. This is going to be a 6/7, which does actually block very, very well. And if we survive, they are dead on the attack back, which is kind of mad. So we block this, we take 15. Holy shit, did we get him? Unless they have a ton of blocks here. There's an entity tracker, they can unlock the room. The Smoky Lounge, try and draw a card. But our attack back is for, like, lethal unless they have 3 blockers. Shit. I can't believe we snatched that. I cannot believe we snatched that victory. Oh, Anthropede coming in clutch there. We added that to the deck after game 1, and it single-handedly won us a game in this draft. So, hey, one more win and we have trophied. I really want it. I really want to just win this game and have it done. Whew, okay. Let's get focused. Whether we can win or not, let's just do the best that we can. Let's not make any mistakes. Let's play well. Opponent goes first. We can say its name to find the land. And we do have the removal spell if it's a hyper-aggressive deck. It's not a hyper-aggressive deck. They're just going to make a 1/1. We are just going to say its name. There's a bunch of forests. That's not good. Milled our gym. We are bound to see an island any moment now. Okay. We put a beastie. A live or die. into the graveyard. That's pretty mad because those are damn good cards. So we find the Moldering Gym. That's important. We're not under too much pressure. We hit our island. Next turn we could just Beastie. Okay, so now I think what we do is Analyst and Manifest. We all manifest the Paramorphic Expanse, draw the Unable to Scream. And we have a bunch of threats in our hand. They are going to manifest, but our manifest is better so far. I'm going to take 4 here. I might even attach the Glimmerlight. We have a land back here. We have Enchantment, Sorcery, and land. Yeah, cool. We are going to take 4 here. Another forest. Another forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is Bookworm, Cryptid Inspector, potentially taking, well, we'll just chump next turn. Draw. We need that. That's rough, because we, okay, maybe we can drop this swamp off. I think that was right. Now, the gym, a swamp, another swamp is gone. So we are, oh no, yeah, so we have no way to, here. We have no way to get the black, which means Swarmweaver is not an option that we have, I don't think. We could draw the other swamp, but both gyms are gone. Terramorphic Expanse is gone. We have to discard a card here. That's tough. But what's down here? Enchantment, Sorcery, Creature, Land. I think we drop the Monstrous Emergence. Paranormal Analyst. Okay, let's drop a beast. No, actually, this is just big manifest. Alright, Tunnel Surveyor it is. Unable to Scream goes into the graveyard. Not in love with that. We have a free attack here. We draw a card. Okay, nice. Nice. We are doing okay. Bashful Beastie. We can Unable to Scream that. We'll trade the Tunnel Surveyor here. Doesn't really do anything when it flips up because it's a 2/2 anyway. Beastie's got to go. Yeah, so I think this is Unable to Scream. Beastie. I think we don't have an attack. We do take the draw. And I'm going to drop off the Zealot. Overlord of the Belmerk's good. They return Fanatic of the Harrowing. good, but it's just a 5-5. We can beat it, and it's pretty likely to mill them out at some point, right? It is not unlikely to mill them out. I'm gonna play the Paranormal Analyst, and I'm going to attack with the... No, maybe I'm supposed to hold this back. Is a 3-4? Destroy target room. Okay, I think we have to hold this back for the Overlord of the Bale Merc. Let's take the action. Let's draw the card. I'm supposed to drop the flyer. Beasties are better. Yeah, beasties are better. Loner. Fanatic. Am I dropping off the beastie here? Yeah. But they're out of cards. They're gonna go for the attack. They have 8 cards left in their library. Am I just gonna chump? No. Altanak down there? This thing mills 4 cards a turn. But no, I think I'd take this trade. So I think what I'm going to do here is a little bit weird. I'm going to start by attacking with the beastie. Okay, yep. It will die. I will draw. I will manifest and draw. So Creeping Peep and manifest. This is a good card to get into my hand. So now actually I'm going to hold the forest and I'm going to do all of this at instant speed. We just get a free card draw. Growing Dread's a good one. We can manifest at instant speed. We can exile in one of these artifacts if we need to. Okay. Yeah, equip the machete. This is strange, but okay. Are you gonna attack with that? This is just a Creeping Peeper, but what I can do is Growing Dread. And, okay, but we draw the swamp here, which means we can, when we find the Swarm Weaver, we can do that thing. This is going to become a 3-2 when we flip it up. So we can block, and trade both of these off for this. They're going to equip the Glimmerlight there. I think I'm going to manifest Dread. We want to draw the Swarm Weaver, so let's turn the island to a 2-2. We draw the Swarm Weaver. That's very good. We're holding up Get Out. So we can bounce Swarm Weaver and the 2 insects. Cancel attacks, no attacks. We're going to win this in the air, eventually. We're going to not draw a card, because we might just lose the game to that. Okay, Altanak. Okay, so we are going to get out, return. Oh wait, was I? Why didn't I counter Altenac? Oh man, that was not smart. But let's bounce you and bounce Warmweaver. Swing in with you. Drop the forest and 3 cards in hand. Can't cast the weight room, can we? Okay. Altenac comes in 12 trample damage, 13 trample damage. So you can go in front of it. You can all go in front of it. That soaks up because we don't need to draw any more cards. So that soaks up 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of it. Definitely good enough. That's pretty rough. I don't know why. I can't remember if I was supposed to counter the Altenac, but we're just going to lose here now. So let's just concede. Oh man, we lost the game. I need to go back and check that. I need to go back and check that game because if did I miss the chance to counter the Altenac? Because if I did, that was such a punt. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. That last game, when the Altenac came down, pretty close to the end. Yeah, so when did Altenac come in? Just here. Yeah, it's in hand. They tap. Oh, oops. Oops, oops, oops. So they put Altenac in their hand. They tapped and cast it. Why did I not counter that? Why did I not counter that? That was the win right there. That was the win right there. God damn it. Oh, that's so annoying. I was just playing fast. I'm tired. I wasn't paying attention. But that was the, yeah, we had the win. That was the win. And we just, oh man, we punted it away. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good. A little bit gutted. But hey, okay. We're going first. We have 2 into 3. And if we just manifest straight away, we start drawing some cards, we should be in good shape. It just depends on... Opponent very likely could kill the Paranormal Analyst if they have a Scorching Dragonfire in their opener. They don't. They don't. That's excellent, and we can play Manifest Dread here instead of the Break Down the Door, which lets us save that for later. We can manifest the Spine Seeker, draw the Mouldering Gym, play the land, and things are good. Things are good. This is good. We have a sorcery back there. There's a Vicious Clown, and they don't attack. So that's very good. That's all good stuff. I think we can take this opportunity to just ramp, find a forest, Maybe I'm supposed to find a swamp, but whatever. Vicious Clown. Do I need to deal with that? I don't think it's right. I think I can take a hit off of it. Next time we're making a huge creature, like a 5/5, so yeah, I can take a hit. I can take a hit. There's a Midnight Mayhem. Well, that's just absurd. That is menace. Okay, so we're only taking 3 here. So that was your big spell. That was it. That was it. We can kill the clown. I don't think we really need to do that. We can just unlock this, manifest, draw a card, make it 5/5. We want to draw the forest, right? We want to get a creature back. No, let's manifest the forest. Let's take the say its name, put it in the hand. No attacks. Okay. I'm gonna eat one of these this time. Down to 11. There's a Creeping Peeper and an Anthropede. So we can kill this. Maybe I'm supposed to do that now. So I want to start with say its name. No, we're starting with the kill spell. We'll reveal the Anthropede. And maybe I'm just supposed to deploy the Anthropede as a good blocker. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just get on the board. Board is stable. That's how we avoid losing. We can get back the Spine Seeker if we want to. MBS. They haven't achieved Delirium yet. So I think the Playmate might be... Actually, we can kill the Playmate with a Break Down the Door. So I think what I'm supposed to do here is... lock down the MBS. Play the Bookworm. Exile the Playmate, and they just can't sneak in damage. They don't have many cards left. We will draw the card. We'll discard the Peeper. Next time we can make a 5/5. Like, just play big idiots, right? Hardened Escort, that's fairly good. Okay, this is going good. Yeah, let's just make a big idiot. We have a land to play. Well, we want to cast the Swarm Weaver. None of this is really ideal. What's more important? Casting Swarm Weaver is better, but we don't have the black. So let's manifest the Swarm Weaver. Because we can get it back with say its name later. Let's drop this island. No reason not to. They're not going to have any discard spells or anything. We sit back, we don't attack. They Dragonfire the Bookworm. But yeah, we should be in really good shape. Another unable to scream is excellent. So we'll just draw this card now with the Growing Dread. Let's let's manifest the forest, draw the swamp. We can attack, I think. Because if they kill this and we get it back with Say Its Name, we're really happy. Now, I could say its name and get back Spine Seeker. That's not that good. Not that good. So let's just get a forest and chill. We don't need to freeze any of these creatures. Okay, so now we will say its name. Surveyor, Beastie, Cryptid Inspector's probably the card that we want the most. It just chomped this last turn. Make him just do it again. Although we have no way to get it back now, but... Okay. Feeling pretty good. Percussionist. And Dissection Tools probably just wins us the game. Let's just play this. But yeah, fair enough. Wrap it up. Hey, we just trophied. We said we were going to trophy. And then we started a draft. And we did it. How clean was that? Hey, let's analyze some drafts. Let's learn some stuff. Let's note down our lessons. And then let's take those teachings and let's go and draft and let's get 7 fucking wins. That's what we fucking did. We went in. It was not easy, but the deck is great. And we smashed out 7 wins in a row. Not in a row, but 7 wins. 7 wins, 2 losses. This was absolutely fantastic. So Dissection Tools and Swarmweaver are absolute bombs. Really, really good. 2 Paranormal Analysts and a Bookworm just made this deck flow like butter. It worked very, very well. I am super happy with this. I'm feeling very good. This is the kind of the winner I needed after going like 3-3, 4-3, 2-3 for a little while. Oh, feels good. Feels good. Well, hey, I'm going to wrap up the stream there. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that a lot. And this was an impromptu stream. So we're going to be back tomorrow from 10 a.m. I'm going to be here live streaming Dustmorn drafts again. Not going to promise that we trophy again. Once a weekend is probably enough. But hey, I had a ton of fun today. It's going to be a ton of fun tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I will catch you on a future stream. Bye for now.